Hi, I'm Anu, co-founder of Prakrta, India's first 100% natural edible skincare brand for babies. In my earlier videos, I've covered as to what got us started, our journey, and what keeps us going. If you've missed that, there's a link in the description. In this one, I'm going to cover as to why did we conceive of the idea of edible skincare for babies. So just a quick recap of our journey. We started because of a personal experience and need. My niece had been diagnosed with pediatric eczema. She was a 6-month-old baby at the time. We got some great advice from a dermatologist, and we went back to using completely natural, single ingredient, uncomplicated products on her, like virgin coconut oil, neem leaf bath, and it changed. Within 2 months, we saw a visible difference and improvement in her skin. After that, honestly, there was no looking back. And we started commercial operations, only after almost 5 years of doing this from our kitchen, honestly. Today, we're proud to say that Prakrta is India's first edible baby skincare brand. And coming to why edible skincare products, well, I hope that by the end of this video, and after all that explanation that I will give, including an example of a published research study, the question that you would ask back would be, why not edible for babies? So when we started to formulate the products for my niece, we at the time made a simple decision, and it was really made because we wanted the purest ingredient. So whatever we created, it should be food grade quality and therefore safe. Safe also if it was accidentally ingested and or absorbed through the skin. Much later, we came across a research that validated our thinking as well. It's in 2005 that this research was done. A group of Indian paediatricians led by Dr. Solanki conducted a study on newborn babies. Now, they basically wanted to understand one simple thing. Does a newborn baby's skin actually absorb the oils that they are massaged with? And the answer was yes. I mean, that's what the study concluded. I'll expand on this a little bit. So in the study, 120 newborn babies were divided into 3 groups. One group of 40 was massaged with safflower oil, the second group of 40 with coconut oil, and there was a control group given a dry, no oil massage. They followed this for 5 days, and they tested the blood samples from each group. Now, what they found was remarkable. The babies who were massaged with oil showed the changes in their blood composition. So their blood work showed up with the same fatty acid, which is specific to the oil that they were massaged with. So just to give you an example, safflower oil is rich in a fatty acid called linoleic acid. So babies that were massaged with safflower oil showed traces of linoleic acid in their blood work, which means what was applied on the skin was entering the bloodstream. So just to reiterate, basically your baby's skin is not a firm barrier to the oils that are applied. It actually is almost working like a pathway. So, the oil is going through and getting absorbed, and it's becoming a part of their nutrition. That's exactly what this study concluded as well. So as a parent, I hope you're going to take a hard look at what oils are you applying on your little one. They should absolutely be food grade and completely without any fragrance or any essential oils. Essential oils are natural, but they're not edible, and it should be free of preservatives, because even if small amounts get absorbed, it should be edible and nourishing. Okay, so at this point, I also want to add something very important, that remember that a newborn baby's organs are still adjusting and developing. And their liver is certainly not like a grown-up person's liver that can, efficiently detox unnecessary additives, fragrances, or essential oils, even if they're natural. So just keep your baby's skincare uncomplicated. And to conclude, if your baby oil says natural or toxin-free, well, remember, it's not good enough anymore. Edible should be the norm, the bare minimum for a baby oil. That's exactly why we make edible grade baby oil and baby butter. And although you may be thinking that this seems like the logical minimum safety requirement for a baby skincare, and every company must be doing it, etc., let me tell you that there is no regulatory around this, not just in India, but around the world. And for that matter, even the so-called global safety standards like EcoCert or Made Safe are far, far away from making this a mandatory requirement in your newborn skincare. So I guess it really comes down to us to spread this knowledge as much as possible. Share this with another parent so every parent out there can make the right choice for their little one. Before I sign off, if you're now thinking that all cooking oils are good for a newborn baby's massage, then you must watch my video on why coconut milk oil is our first choice as a baby massage oil, and why we say a hard no to olive oil.